What's up, my crypto nation? Just checking in with you real quick here on the Gunbot. Been sniping about 30 different coins. I restarted the bot last night around 11 o'clock. Let's add up what we got here. I believe I was at 2 something earlier. This is not going to count a list pair that I had to close down because it was malfunctioning. I had my stop set at 9% and my band was at like 85%, so as it triggered the stop it would also trigger the buy, and I lost 28 bucks, but I made 58 and then I lost 20, so I came out 38 bucks ahead. I made 58 off of one trade. Let me concentrate on what I'm doing here. Yeah, I made good off of one trade and then I got back in. I should have just stayed out with the 60 bucks. But this is only off of 2K that I had in here. And then I got up at 5 in the morning and checked on it, and it was already up really nice. I think 100 some bucks. So I threw another 1,000 in because I could just tell it was going to be a good day. I said that yesterday. Very distinct pattern we're seeing with the days of the week. It didn't used to be like that. I used to always look for a pattern and couldn't really find one, but now we've definitely been seeing sell-offs on Friday. And then good days on Sunday. And then tomorrow will probably be a bad day, but it's hard telling. Especially if Bitcoin continues to go sideways or down, because all this money's coming back into the alts and we're still way below. Look at that, 188. Now I had my gain set way higher, like I showed yesterday. I think I had them about where I had them yesterday. About 7-8% seems to be the sweet spot, but there's definitely some where you can get higher. Not with Neo today, but with LMG, and I had to close that one out too, so this is going to be a little less than what I made. I had to close a couple out. I think there was more, I can't remember, but this, for the most part, this is what I made in less than 24 hours. Now, this isn't going to be the same for you necessarily. A lot of people, there's different styles of trading and different ways that people like to run this. A lot of people like to run it with just small gains and just lots of frequent trades, but I tend to use it more like a sniper rifle. You know, a lot of people like the shotgun spray, but I'm definitely long range sniping. I'm hunting T-Rexes. It's a great day today. I need to make back money from some bad decisions. I was looking for more great companies like Bitconnect. It's on the hunt for another Bitconnect, another Control Finance. They've been working out so good that I thought maybe I could find something that paid a little better daily, but no. I did actually, but I've had such bad luck with other ones that I don't even wanna. And those couple people that put in a little bit in Ambus don't put in anymore. I'm hearing there's problems. I didn't have problems because I just pulled out the other day to get money for the robot. And before I could put back in, somebody said there's problems. Their site went down and just... I think I'm done. There's good news from Control Finance, so I might put some more in there. I've been trying to scrape up everything for the bot, because you figure I'm only trading with 2K and I'm making $200, so that's like 10%. I think I made over 200. We're gonna find out here. And keep in mind, it's short at least 40 bucks, 30 bucks. Right, what I make off a Lisk, 40 bucks. Okay. I knew this Monaco was gonna be big. I don't know why I didn't. Lisk too, it's because of the rebranding. And I heard about that before it was gonna go up. I should get a Twitter and have you guys follow me on Twitter, so when I hear tips I can let you guys know. Like right now what I'm watching is Bcash. I think that looks strong, to keep an eye on it. It's not financial advice, it's just what I'm doing. But that one and Golem, and of course Neo and OMG. But I'm thinking about if Neo goes up, I might try to get out a little bit on Neo. It's just, which that's not the time to get out really, after it's been sitting for so long. Now is when it's gonna blow up. I should have got out a couple days ago. I could have freed up some money. I could have made a lot more money. That's the whole thing with these bots, is the more you need lots of money in them so you can spread out into lots of different coins with lots of money. And like I was saying, if I'm making over 10% off of 2K, then imagine what I could do with 20K. You know, and that's why I think Bitconnect is legit, because they don't want to screw people over. They want that money to run their bot, and everybody thinks that bots are BS, but you know, I went and I tried it myself and they're definitely not BS. And you think about it, if you can get 20%, and I'm not even that skilled of a trader, I've only been doing this for a little over 6 months, so you know, and I taught myself, so if I could do 10-20%, probably about 15, let's see. 0.085 again. Guys, you should get you one of these Gunbots to learn how to use it. You could set it on the generic settings and let it go and make you a little bit of money. Or if you guide it, if you study the charts and you adjust it on the fly with how the pair is performing, and you can have amazing results. This isn't even 24 hours, and I've made this off of and it's $40 short, so it's really 0.09, and this is what I got yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before. Yesterday I did really good too, and it wasn't the day before, I think it was Thursday. Whenever I made the video, it was basically in 24 hours that I made that. So I screwed up the calculator, but you've seen what it was. About 355 off of 2K. That's 20%, guys. It is 3K now, I think, or not even. Or no, it is now, but yeah, if I would have had 20-30K in there, I could have made $3,500 easily. And I made some mistakes. I could have did better. Of course, hindsight's always 20/20, but I think I'll get better as I learn to not only operate the bot but pick the right pair, and then know how to set the bot correctly. Like, you have to know how much it's gonna go up. So let's take a look at some of the coins. Let's take a look at the trades real quick. I was at 200 trades. A lot of these, not a lot, but some of them are me manually trading, and I like to do small nibbles. Like, if I got a quarter of a Bitcoin to drop on a coin, I'll spread that out into 10-15 different buys, you know, and that way if it drops further, you know, you gotta be patient, let the trade come to you. You can set buys way low, you know, you look at the support levels. I'll explain it here in a second. I wasn't gonna make this a trading video, but I'll go into some basics and give you a preview of what I'm gonna do. Some trading videos and show you how to do even better than this. You could really do better. If I wasn't running the bot, I could do better on a certain couple coins, but the bot allows you to cover like 30 different coins. That's what I'm working with right now. So see 100 different trades here all today. We'll go into page 2, and then I think that's as far as BitTrex goes back. So yeah, and we're not even this afternoon, it cuts off. So we don't even we're only covering half the day here, you know, 12 hours, and we already got 200 trades. Those aren't all me, a lot of that's the bot, and that's with it being set on high 8%, 10%, 12% gains. You know, 2%, I don't feel like that it is, after it makes that 2% sale, it's not coming back down and making that other buy. You know, if it was getting 2% here and then coming back down and buying here and getting 2 here and coming down and getting 2 here, it doesn't work like that. It's gonna get 2 here, and then maybe it'll buy here, but then it's gonna get 2 here, and then it's not gonna get anything again. You know, maybe here, let's look at the bands. So right here it might have got, but the bot doesn't know where these bands are. It's doing an estimate calculation by the moving average. What the moving average is your prices that go back so many days, and you set that right here. Okay, that's how it creates your Bollinger Bands. It goes back 500 default, I think is 300, and then 30, I believe. But I cranked these up for better band calculation. I don't know if that eats up more memory, but I have a lot of memory. I got 12 gigs in here, and it's a fairly new computer. Look at that thing go. Let's scroll through and look at all the coins real fast here. Golem, see? Taking off. When I started the video, it was down here. Bitcoin Cash, it's still early. But the bot's going to create the bands based on your moving average. Okay, now this moving average is, I believe, 100 or 50. What's the default? 50. Okay, so 200 will give you a more accurate view. Whoops, what did I do? Bullet journal. What the hell did I do? I picked the wrong moving average, didn't I? I did envelope. 200. We'll do this in orange. So you see, so if you're wondering when to sell, right? It's going up and going up, and you're like, should I sell here? It's high above your 200 day. That's what you want to look at. The higher it goes, that's when you know when to sell. If it's way high up there, you got a big pyramid, you got Illuminati confirmed right here, that's when you want to sell, when you're way high up off that 200 day. See, the 50 day doesn't really tell you as good. But that's also how you know when to put a coin in for the bot. Like, now's the time. Back in here, the further you're below it, the more likely that you're at a good point to get in. And the higher you are above it, the more likely you are is a good chance to get out. Okay. The other thing that's great to use is your MACD. Now this isn't for the bot. This is if you're trading manually. Okay, when these lines cross, that's a change in direction. So if you're wondering when that direction is going to change, you look at the MACD. Okay, and these volumes speak volumes. Always look at your volumes. Okay, if you see a ton of green, see all this green here, you can go ahead and get in here. You know it's not going to do this because there's so much green volume there, and because your black is so high above the red here. Okay, now if it was crossing and looked like it was going to cross, then that's not a good time to get in. But if you got a big wide V right there, and V is about the money. Okay, just remember what Vincent told you. V is about the money. If you see that V with the black on top, then you can still go in and ride it up higher. But then when you see the line coming back down, doing the opposite V, that's time to get out. So you might not know here because it's still a wide divergence. So you might just stay in, and then you're like, oh crap, it's going down, but should I get out? No, because you still got a wide divergence. So you go back up and then you get out. Okay, because you're seeing it's about to cross. Then you know to get out here. And then you wait until it comes back down here. Now you see the opposite V. Now you see the black way low below the red. Now is a good time to get in. Okay, also you're way below the 200-day moving average. So now is a good time to get NEO in my opinion. I don't know how much longer it's going to hug this red line, this moving average. But you can see that when it does hug it or go beneath it, well, it's just been so damn bullish. That's why it's been under for so long. You know, these things, they don't happen overnight. They take days to correct. But now that we've been down here for days, guess what's next? Days of up. And now you know when to ride it and when to get out. Okay, now NEO, this was an exceptionally bullish run because it was super hyped. And it isn't all hyped, it's amazing technology. It's gonna be the new Ether. That's why I was on NEO before that. I actually just got in because I wanted to stake it. I heard the new wallet came out and I should have known. Now, so you don't second guess yourself. Now you know when you hear a new wallet's coming out, When you hear that they're rebranding, as soon as you hear that, go jump in. But then know to get out. My problem was I stayed in too long because I thought it was just gonna keep going up like that, which I didn't at first. I got out, but then it went up and up and up, and I was like, oh, you know, I FOMO'd. I got back in, and it went up and up and up, and I said, oh, I ain't getting out this time, and then it crashed. You know, and then the money was tied up for like a day, all day. Had all my money tied up. Oh, this is OMG. I'm sorry. It's the same thing. They did the same. They've been moving together, actually. Qtum as well. It's Neo's competition. ADX is a DApp for Neo. So it's going to move as well. That's why I have those three together. They're legs of each other. Lunar is going to take off soon, I think. Might have a down day though tomorrow. I'm not sure. I might not though. It's hard telling right now because these coins are so far below where they were before Bitcoin went on that bull run. So cancelled. It's a bot working away. It allows you to play 30 different pairs without having to stress out watching each chart. Why is it selling there? The bot isn't always going to be perfect. For the most time it's really good. That could be is that my security margin? I didn't think I had it set for Monaco. The gain's real small, so it might be at the gain, but then it's seeing that it's getting by the lower band. So that's how these bands work. If this was higher, it might have made this sell. So the higher this is, the more likely it's going to sell. If it's low, then it's going to wait for it to get at a more opportune point. But you might not get that point. So if you have it real low, you're going to sell at the best time, but you might not sell at all. So if you have it real high, you're going to sell more frequently, and it's going to sell when you reach that gain. So that's the main thing I'm concerned about, is the gain. I ain't worried about being at the optimal point. As long as I get that gain, I'm happy. But everybody's style is different. Because I'm going for real high gains, I'm not worried about the best point. If you're just going for low gains, then you might want to be more concerned with the best point to get out. So that's how, I think that explains how the bands work. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you want to buy the bot, there's a link below. You should get 10% with my link. If you don't, let me know. It should take you to the CryptoBot website. And then once you come here and check out, you should get 10%. Something should pop up. It's only 5%. So I didn't click my link. Let me know if you're getting 5% or 10%, because I think I can get you 10%. But you gotta let me know. Excuse me. I think we're going to be in a downtrend for the night on a lot of these. Won't know until tomorrow. Probably be in a downtrend until about 3 o'clock tomorrow is what I'm going to Take a guess. This might be the best that I'm going to get from Monaco. That's probably why it was trying to sell. Nice. I canceled my RLCs. Oh wait, did I do an RLC? I thought I did. It's hard to keep track with all these coins. That's why the bot is so great. And that way you can focus on just a couple coins and manually trade those and still be watching 30 different ones. You know, and if I could pull up more capital, I can't wait till that Bitconnect capital is released. No regrets though, because putting it in Bitconnect kept it kind of safe. It gave me small amounts. While Bitcoin was going down, I got paid every day and was able to get in good positions every day from the daily payments. And now that I've learned how to trade good, I'll get that big capital release, and then we're gonna do some real serious we're gonna do some serious trades or make some serious money. Because like I said, if I had 20k in here instead of 2k, I could be getting 10%. If you guys want to donate to me, I'll trade with your money and give you a kickback. But you have to, you know, trust me. But, you know, if you got an extra chunk of change, you know, I'll try to give you like 2%. It depends on how good I do. You know, granted, I'm making 15-20% in one day. But then over the next couple days, I don't know how it's gonna go. If I keep making 10-20% and you want me to put some of your money into the bot, I'll throw you back, you know, your money over time, and then eventually you'll be in profit. That's just, you know, I wish I had more money like Bitconnect. I could see why, you know, they're they're paying out so good to get that capital up. Because if you know what you're doing with a bot, you can make 20%, and then the payout, you know, 1 or 2%. I could pay out 1% with 20% that I made tonight. I could pay out 1% for 20 days, so I could lose money for the next 20 days and still pay you 1%. And, you know, that's not going to happen. I'm only going to, you know, which the bot won't lose money, but the value of the coins could go down. So it could take several days that you're holding bags before you could then, you know, make that 10-20% again. You know, but even if it takes a couple days, if you're making 20%, you know, even if it takes you 3 days to do that again, you're still averaging about 6-7% per day. So, you know, that's pretty good. BAT, I expect to be doing a jump here soon. It's got the gentleman that made Mozilla, right? Is that it? Or no, Netscape. I think it's Netscape. Can't remember now. He made one of those open source type browsers. I heard that it's a good browser. It's good for the mobile browser is really good. The web browser is still a little glitchy, I guess. I'm gonna have to try it out. But big things coming for BAT and Mysterium. that's bound for a big jump here. Now see, being that it hasn't really done much, now's the time that you want to increase your gain on a coin that hasn't done anything in a while, because most likely it's going to jump. Now sure, you could put it at 2% and make that 2%, but if you haven't really made anything in a couple days, that 2% isn't that great. Whoa. Which coin is this? Wow, 30 minutes. Okay. I think we'll go through the last couple coins here. I'm just trying to show you how I'm making this money with this bot, so that you guys can make that money. And when you're a millionaire, you can remember me. I'm looking for mist. I tried to keep in alphabetical order. I might have too many pairs. It looks like it's getting a little laggy, is what happens when you run too many. And I got so many of these tabs open, I need to close some down. But see how I got the gain at 2. I just turned that down, but now that I see the chart, I'm going to go ahead and turn it up to at least 8, and we could probably hit 11. But we'll do 8 and be conservative, so at least get something. You don't want to be too greedy. It depends on how, you know, how it's been going the last so many days. If it's been like a week and you haven't made any money, then you might want to get a little bit higher on your gain, so that you can not just make up, but you can get what's going to be coming. You know, if you've gone a week without any kind of jump, then most likely if it's any kind of a decent coin, it's going to have a decent jump soon, if you just wait long enough. A lot of people, they just want to get that, you know, 1.5% and 2% gains all the time, and that's fine. You know, you might be better off doing that, but I like what I'm doing. I like the results that I'm getting. Wow, look at that one. It says 54, but the T-Rex likes to lie. Doesn't update. It's probably because I got so many tabs open. But yeah, I do have 54. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on a little bit of this. The other thing you can do is use your stop orders. If I wasn't running the bot, if it was in the morning time, I might shut down Ant in the bot, because it'll cancel out your stop order, and then you could put a stop order here and lock in some profits. You know, if you bought down here, okay, you don't necessarily have to sell here. You're going to do best selling here a lot of times, but again, use the MACD to find out where you're going. You see that wide V, that tells you that now's not the time to sell. Now you could take a little bit of profits here, but then you'd be better off waiting and getting more here. Actually, you might want to wait until you see the lines converging and then sell here. You might have got a better gain here, but you don't really know until you're here. Hope that makes sense. I'll do another video where I go into this in more depth. I'm trying to teach you what I'm learning so that you can do good and we can help each other out. You know, as a community, we're stronger. We can work together. And if you guys see something or hear something, you could let me know. That's how beings have survived. You know, by working together as like a tribe. You know, I want to work together as a community, and we can all profit and gain together. You know, so let me know if these things are working for you, and I'm gonna go ahead and take some profits here because we're seeing the MACD converge, but you don't have to take them all. You know, you could take 10 here and see what happens. Looking at the MACD, not much is going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and take a majority of my profits here. Might not even get the ask. Probably not, because we're already heading down. That's how I do it, just small, rapid fire. You know, you could throw, if the bot wasn't running, I would throw a sell order in here just in case, and then a stop order here. Okay, that way you cover both ways. If it goes up, you could sell, and if it goes down, you sell, and you don't end up underwater. Okay, now you can do that with the bot, with the security margin, but you gotta watch because it'll get stuck in a loop, and luckily I've been able to catch it. But if it did that all night long, I guess it wouldn't do it all night, but as long as it was in that pattern where you're underwater and that you're at the bottom of the band. Okay, so if your security margin is 10% and you're down here at a 10% loss, let's say later in the night it goes down 10% down here or something, you're at the bottom of the band, then it's gonna buy because you're at the bottom of the band, and it's gonna sell because you're at a 10% loss, and it'll get stuck in a loop. I'm gonna have to message Gunther maybe and let him know. I don't know if he knows that there's a bug there, because a lot of people probably don't use their security margins. A lot of people don't use stop losses. If you're, you know, I'm only trading with like 0.02, 0.03, so I'm not that worried about it with the bot. But if you're trading with like a lot of money, then you want to set your stops. And people criticize me, saying, "Oh, you put your stop less than what you bought it for." We're sure gonna lose a little bit of money, but better than you know, if you bought here and you set your stop here, you're gonna lose a tiny little bit, but better than going all the way down here. I mean, that's up to you. Everybody has their different styles. I don't want my money locked up for a week, you know. I would rather get out at a small loss and then get into something better. You know, you could jump on Neo and ride 30% gains and you lost a couple percent, big deal. The XP's been on a tear, but it's probably going to come to an end. As you can see with the MACD here, we're coming together now. Not necessarily going to cross. We're hugging real tight here. It should have probably crossed here, so we might go back up. But again, I'm going to sell a little bit. You know, don't be scared just to do small amounts. That way you minimize your risk. So now if it drops and I'm underwater, it ain't that big of a deal. I might be at a little bit of a loss there. I don't think I am, but I might be. But it's no big deal. A little bit of a loss, you'll get that back if you're smart. Don't go jumping in. Like, I wouldn't get into this one. You know, you gotta look at your moving average though. Yikes. So I don't have a lot in here, but I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of profits. You can also put a stop order in here. You do that by going here, saying less than, and then I would put in 3204. And I'm really lagging up. Bam. And that'll put you a stop in here at this support level. Okay. Now, if Art or Moon's overnight, then great. You know, If you sold everything, then you're gonna be mad because you missed out on that moon. If you put a stop here and you got in here, then you still made profits. You know, even if you got in here, you're gonna lose a tiny little bit. You lose a couple bucks, depending on how much you're trading with and what you can afford to lose. If you're not doing good, then that couple bucks might not be worth taking the risk. Maybe you want to put your stop in here. If you got in here, put your stop here. But you gotta watch, because you don't want to accidentally trigger that and then have it moon. You know, it might dip down a little bit more and then moon. So you're better off putting it down here at the support. We don't have established support here yet. There's support back here. If you go back, so that is a support level there. You could also do multiple stops. You could put a half a stop in here and half a stop in here. Because the bot's running though, it'll cancel your stops. So don't bother. You could always just stop the bot, throw your stops, go to sleep. Wake up, start the bot back up. I'm not that worried about it. It's only 0.02. So if I'm underwater with 0.02, it's not that big of a deal. I'll wait a couple days, it'll come back up. But I'm gonna go ahead and sell a little bit, just to lock in a little bit of profits. You know, and you get a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there. You do that 10 times. You just made some decent money for the day. You're not gonna get rich, but at least you didn't waste your day all day trading, giving yourself a headache staring at these charts. You know, you can sleep easy at night knowing, hey, I made a couple bucks today. You know, you don't have to be greedy and then, you know, you wake up in the morning and you're now underwater. Your account balance is negative 100 from when you went to bed. Now you're stressed out. Now you're trying to get that money back, and you're making bad decisions. It's another reason why I like Bitconnect too. It's made me a better trader, because it pays every day. Control Finance too, every day on collecting money and getting into good positions with it. And if I lose money, then it's no big deal. I got more coming in tomorrow. I tried out some programs. I've lost like $500 trying to find a better program. I wanted to find something good to share with you all. I did find a decent one, but being that I've struck out so many times, I don't even want to share it. I'm debating on whether I should or not. I don't know if that's what my subscribers want. Do you want trading videos, or do you want passive income programs? You know, I don't know. Let me know. Ethereum. What are you doing, Ethereum? Huh. You're above the average, so probably ain't a good time to get in, but let's look at the MACD. The McDonald's. We got the golden arches. Oh, they ain't golden. Looks like it's heading down pretty drastically. Let's see what the bot's doing with it. And this is my style. I look at the chart, I analyze the chart, and then I set my bot. I set my phasers either on stun or kill. Wow, I'm lagging. Oh, I got these other. That's how much the bot is. You got these other packages too. If you buy it from me though, I'll help you out to the best of my ability. What's IOTA doing? I've been killing it with IOTA, guys. and crashed, but it's no big deal because I had stops set. You know, I got in down here, I think. Yeah, I think it was actually here I got in. I wasn't sure what was going on here, but then when I seen that we hit support and bounced, I got in here. Okay, and then once it went here, I was like, sweet. I set a stop. Seems like to go right on these lines, so I set a stop here and here. I think I even set one down here and here at first, and then as it went up with Bitconnect, you can drag your stops right up. So easy. I dragged mine up. I thought this was gonna happen, so I went ahead and dragged my stops up right here. Got stopped out. No big deal. I've made all this profit. Now we'll wait and see what's happening. You don't want to jump in here. You don't want to catch a falling knife. Okay, so you want to wait, see where this stops. I'm betting it's going to hit this support level here and bounce, and that's where you want to get in. But wait and see what it's going to do. It could bounce, could be a dead cat bounce, could continue on down. We have a lot of red volume here. So we'll have to see. This has already made me so much money. Just gotta place those stop orders, guys. Even without the bot, I'm making great money. The bot just amplifies the amount that I can make, though. So I'm gonna end that here. Oh my god, I was gonna make this a 10-minute video. Or I was just gonna add up the price, what I made, and show you guys and call it a night. But Dash. Normally I wouldn't get in, but I think the Koreans know something we don't know. Koreans are very smart people. They have one of the highest IQs in the world. So if they're buying Dash and Bitcoin Cash, I might tell you something. There's a lot of bad publicity with Dash, so I've always liked it though. Just the color scheme, you know, like Facebook, Dash. Enough said. Coinbase. How many other websites have that color scheme? I just knew it was gonna do good. As soon as I seen it like 6 months ago, I said that's gonna do good. They got Amanda B. Johnson, which she ended up leaving, and they're still doing great. Waves, I thought I got in Waves. It could be the old bit T-Rex. Not updating my... Could have been the bot canceled my buy order. You gotta be careful with that. No big deal. Really lagging. So many tabs up. What a great day though, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up. Sorry for the long video. If you followed me this long, then congrats. Thank you, you're a hardcore subscriber. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Appreciate all your support. Appreciate the likes, shares, subscribes. Thanks everybody for using my referral links. Greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to try to continue to find ways to make you money and educate you to show you how you can make yourself money. And hopefully we're gonna be rich here very soon. So that's it. Have a good night, guys. I'll be talking to you again here soon. And I'm out. Talk to you later. Peace.